question again, because it needed to be broken down into two parts because it seemed too lengthy for one video, and I want to keep these as simple and as basic as possible. Now, I don't actually use primers because I really want my skin to look as shiny as possible, whereas the primers I use on set when I'm doing my clients are there to take off shine. So in that case, professionally, I do use primers. In real life, I don't, except for this one. This is Ciate Dewy Skin. This video, it is important to show you the order. And again, try not to be too confused about what everything is. And just remember, primer, prime number, first, number one. It is the first thing that you put on your skin. Secondly, something that seems to get confused all the time, foundation first. The reason for this is because if you have a skin that you really badly want to cover, you want to put this foundation all over your skin. I blend out from the middle of my face outwards to then see what is left over to need concealing. That said, there is a caveat to that I don't wear foundation. I actually don't think I need it, so I just use concealer, and I think so many more of you should just be using concealer and forgetting foundation altogether. Next stage, like I say, is the concealer, just in areas that you think you need a little bit of help and coverage. Your foundation and your concealer are done. You've not powdered yet because you've got more cream products to go on. And what I don't want to see is anybody trying to powder before putting more cream products on. I know I keep repeating myself here, but you need to think about what these products are made out of. If it's liquid, liquid goes with liquid. If it's powder, powder goes with powder. You would never mix those two things unless you wanted them to bind together. The only time you should be using powder on top of cream products is to set them at the very end. All my wet products are now on, or essentially my cream products, which are obviously wet, as you can see, they're very dewy on my skin, and I love that. But I will need to set them, especially on my eyelids, where you can already see there's a little line forming there. So I'm just going to tap off some translucent powder and just tap that onto my eye socket. You could even use a smaller brush to really work in underneath the eyes. And what that does by being precise with your powder as well is mean that you still keep the shine where you want it, but you can powder off maybe the places that you think, firstly, the makeup might slip or it might crease a little bit. So there we go, cream to powder products, what order to put your makeup on in. I think the internet makes it very confusing because you might see a video where someone's doing cream blush and then going on with a powder blush. Just honestly, please don't do any of that. It's so silly. It's really, really unnecessary to be doing that many layers in daily life. Even I don't do it on jobs. The only time I might do something like that is if I need to really have a punch of colour, or if the cream products I put on are looking too dewy and I want to not take them away but put some powder colour on top, like a powder blush, to matte it down but not lose the colour. It's a bit complicated, and I think that's what you're struggling with. It is complicated and people make it look complicated, but it doesn't need to be.